Well, of course, in all of your expressions, there is still a separation between the I and the we, between the internal and the external, between yourself as an individual and all of humanity. And yet, in order to transcend your current conditions of light and dark, good versus evil, one must begin to see that there is no distinction. Therefore, what is true for one is also true for the other. It is only the appearance that changes. And indeed, it is all about scale, because what you feel for yourself is also true for humanity, but it is presented to you in a larger scale. Of course, you exist within a projected, somewhat simulated reality, which means whatever you are projecting is put on grand display in a much more amplified way so that you can truly see it. So you have something within yourself and it's displayed into your external reality for all of humanity so that you can see it. And what the mind wants to do is it says, oh, look at this projection. It has so many parts and details to it. How do we solve the problem of it? Not realizing that it's just a display of what's happening within your own field of consciousness. So there's nothing to do to fix the display. It is only an apparition of magnitudinal proportion displaying to you what your internal view is. It is not separate to you, which means that humanity is not separate to you. Therefore, what is true for yourself is also true for all of humanity. It is no longer appropriate for you to say, well, I am at peace, but humanity is at war. Or that I am awakening, but humanity is asleep. Because what is true for you is true for all of humanity, because that is the amplification display of yourself. So what is the grand opportunity here for accelerated evolution? It is to love yourself as a human. Because if you love yourself as a human, you have love for all of humanity. And if you have love for yourself as a human, the grand display in your reality is a humanity that loves itself. That is peace. Now, you may say unto us, well, of course, I love the consciousness that I am, but I don't love the human aspect. I am multidimensional, but I don't enjoy the human experience. I am a conscious light being, but I have a particular personality that is problematic. Yes, or there are particular issues that need adjusting here. That is not loving yourself as a human. Because if you are a multidimensional jewel of light and sound, then the human is one facet of that. It is what creates the multitonal harmonic that is your vibrational expression. It is required. Your human aspect is a requirement for your multidimensional awakening. Love it, because it is the key to unlocking your potency as a multidimensional being. It is the wooden door that opens into the room of treasure. It is so important to look after this door, to make sure it is loved and revered. It may feel cumbersome and heavy to you. It may seem sometimes like it's opening so you can sense yourself, and other times that it closes and you forget who you are. But it is such an important part of the temple of your multidimensional self. Therefore, in our view, as you have so accurately surmised, your ability to fall in love with your human self means that you equally fall in love with humanity. And in our view, a humanity that does not fall in love with itself is a humanity that is divided. When you look to the other galactic brothers and sisters of your species, they have all eventually developed a great reverence for their planetary experience and for their star galactic experience. It is appreciated, it is nurtured, it is loved. And just as they have the love for that current expression that they are focusing with, they equally have a love for the collective expression of that. So for humanity, for you, is the collective expression of your multidimensional aspect. It is the collective expression of the human version of your being. So our advice and wisdom for you is to love yourself as a human and feel yourself fall in love with humanity. This is the evolutionary shift. Humans say, when I am aware of my multidimensionality, when humanity is aware of its true nature, it will be at peace. Well, you are aware of your multidimensionality, and yet still you do not love your human self. This is the greatest hurdle for humanity. Because to go and love humanity without loving the human version of you is impossible. Because the version of humanity that you love is an amplification of you. You cannot separate the two. And there are themes here that have arisen from your wisdom of trust. Do you trust the systems? Do you trust humanity? It's just an amplification of you. Do you trust yourself? Do you trust the decisions that your human self is making for your evolution? Do you trust your human aspect? There is a film that this one watched as a child, profound impact, and only in this moment do they understand why. The film is called The Dark Crystal. And there is a crystal and there is a piece missing. There is a facet missing from the crystal. And so all of that planetary reality is in duality, light and dark, good and evil. And it is only when that shard of crystal is replaced so that the entirety of that crystal is there and is viewed as one, that unification is restored. So for you, the piece missing in your multidimensional crystal that you are yet to welcome back is the human piece. So when we say unto you, relax back into the arms of the beloved, bring that shard of human self back to the one crystal. There is peace within you, and there, amplified, is a new earth reality. Very important, because if you cannot invite the human to sit at the table with your greatness, humanity will never sit at the table of greatness. You are the one to do it. You are the only one that can invite that facet back into the arms of the beloved whole.